August 1st, 2017. This is KNN. And here we are back once again in the Nat Cray Memorial Barn. Hello, everybody. I'm Scott Goose Giesler. And we are just absolutely thrilled to be bringing you another rendition of the National Nitro League Summer Classic, this time second session, junior edition. We've got 4 teams will be facing off tonight, or actually 8 teams. The first 2 are from, make some noise, the House of Forests.
The next are from the House of Rivers. Make some noise.
And not to be outdone by the first 2, the House of Mountains. And then, of course,
finally, the House of Lakes. Make some noise.
All right, now 8 teams, 2 from each house, will be facing off against one another tonight in a double elimination tournament. Here's how we're going to do it. They're all going to face off against one another here. The losing teams will head over to the lost bracket where they'll fight for their life, so to speak, in the tournament, making their way back to the championship in the center of the ladder. One team will be taking home the edible trophy tonight, brought to you by Mellow Yellow and Kit Kat Candy Bars, here on the National Nitro League Summer Classic. I'm Scott Goose Giesler.
And I'm Gabriel Rinaldi.
And we will be back in just a couple minutes. We got to stop, do a couple things. We'll be back with our very first match. Stay with us. Please rise for the national anthem. Welcome back to the National Nitro League Summer Classic. I'm Scott Goose Giesler.
I'm Gabriel Rinaldi.
And we are ready to get the party started here with match 1, Forest 1 versus Mountain 1 out on the floor right now. Forest 1 versus Mountain 1 out on the floor. And this crowd is pumped tonight, folks. It is going to be a big match. It's going to be a great one tonight. Hope you all stay with us for the majority of the evening. So Forest 1 and Mountains 1 are going to make their way out onto the floor right now to do their rock, paper, scissors. Can we get the lights up, please, Wilverman? Wilverman, can we get the lights, please?
Wilverman! Lights!
Okay, so out on the floor now, our official tonight is Mr. Dan McGee. This is a great monumental moment for Dan McGee. He's one of the winningest players in Nitro, and he's now become an official on the team of the National Nitro League, if you so to speak. He'll be calling the game tonight, and all rulings on the floor, of course, are final, and both teams have been programmed to understand this. So they will be Lakes 2 and Rivers 2, I believe. So. Okay, so now they're out there on the floor getting ready for their rock, paper, scissors. We're going to go down to the floor now where they'll go ahead and take care of that.
So there's a zoom on that on the top.
As you'll notice, it's a little foggy out there, so people just tuning into Nitro for the first time this summer will not be quite aware that we've added some dimensions to the game which make it just a little bit more challenging from last year, as you'll see as soon as the match begins. Okay, House of Mountains.
Honestly, I think it makes it more interesting, though.
Yes, at some point we do need to turn the lights on because it gets a little dark. Yes. House of Mountains is going to be skins on this one. And it looks like House of Forest is going to start with the ball, for those of you keeping track out there. So we're going to get ready to start here. We're going to kill the lights now. Wilverman, our lighting technician, going to go ahead and kill those lights. Thank you very much. And we're about to get started right now.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And they're off. Oh, first one down. We're looking to get 5 people knocked out. We're going to hear 5 whistles. That's 2 with 3 left. 3. Mountains needs to keep dodging as much as they can. They got 2 people left on the floor. And that's number 4. We got 1 left.
That's insane.
Elliot Geisler going to dodge as long as he can. His trick is he's just going to run some laps here. And it's against the floor. Geisler keeps going. Still a dodge. Running up the clock. And that's going to do it with a time of, looks like 54
seconds.
54 seconds, Kate. That's
yeah.
right, yeah.
Nice.
So Elliot Geisler putting some time up on the clock for his team there. Manages to salvage a pretty respectable time. Now the ball is going to change hands to the other team. And they're going to see if they can beat 54 seconds. It looks like they're all set. We're going to get going. Wilverman, if you take us into darkness, thank you. And off we go. 54 seconds to determine which one of these teams stays in the winning bracket and which team heads down to the loss bracket.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And off they go. Throw and a miss. Good passing is the key to this game. Oh, down goes 1. "30 seconds left.
Can they do it?
Getting down. They've only got 1 knocked out. It's down to 20 seconds now. 15 seconds. Two down. They've got 3 to go. And it's just not going to be enough in the end. Just not going to be enough.
Nope.
So that makes House of Forest the winners of this very first match. House of Forests going to advance. House of Mountains will get knocked down to the loss bracket. Okay, we're going to update our bracket.
Can I see how many calories that is? Wow. Good amount of calories.
Okay, so Mountains down there in the loss bracket. We're going to move right along on this thing. We're moving on to match 2 right here on the National Nitro League Summer Classic. we are going to move right into Lakes 1 versus Rivers 1 out on the floor now. Lakes 1 versus Rivers 1 out on the floor. So we head down to the floor where Dan McGee once again do his magic of rock, paper, scissors. The trick, of course, is to always throw a rock.
It's like here. Oh, there it is.
1-1.
Close game. Oh.
And Lakes will do it. Throwing rock, as always, the big winner. Lakes will decide to start with the ball and keep their shirts on. And Rivers will start with dodging. And they are going shirtless this time around. And they're set. And we're going to kill the lights. We're going to get people against some walls. And we're going to get things started here. Here we go.
Let's do this.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Down goes 1. Down goes 2. Throw and a miss. It's unclear.
I think that missed him.
Okay, I think he's out. That's 3. Yep.
Okay.
Got 2 left. Down goes 4. 1 more. Got another ball in play. We're looking for number 5. Aiden's going to do some dodging here. Still no good.
He dodged that.
And that's it. That's
No,
number 6,
not
right?
that one.
Number 5 right there. Okay, the time to beat is going to be 1 minute 12 seconds. 1 minute 12 seconds, a very respectable time for the dodging team. Okay, here we go. We're back and loaded. And feet against the wall. Now Rivers is going to see if they can do it faster. Here we go. Rivers with the ball in their hand. They got to knock out all 5 in less than 1 minute 12 seconds.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Still waiting to hear a whistle here.
The key is to pass, though. Really is.
There goes 1. They got 4 left. 40 seconds left on the clock. 2 down. Coming up on 30 seconds. 3 down. 4 down.
1 left.
15 seconds left. No good. And it's just not going to be enough time. Not enough time. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and reset that. Yes.
Guys, I haven't seen it yet, but please don't use me as a shield. I will call you out.
Yeah. If you do that, also as a reminder, you got to put your hands on top of your head, and you got to scoot out, and you got to get to the back of the benches, please. All right, we're going to go ahead and update our scoreboard. Let's take a look. All right, so the big winner on that one was Lakes. And that means that Rivers won. It's going over here. Why is it caps? Oh, let's see. Okay, moving right along here now. We're moving on to match number 3 on the National Nitro League Summer Classic. That is going to pit up against Forest 2 versus Mountains 2. Forest 2 versus Mountains 2 right out on the floor right now. So, Gabe, let me just go ahead and do this.
Yes.
Any predictions here for this match?
I'm not completely sure, but I feel like Forrest might get this.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. It's been a pretty contentious evening. We've got good size on each side. You know, size is not necessarily an advantage in this situation because of the fact that you're looking to dodge a ball.
Yeah.
You can do that if you're pretty small. So,
Oh, yes,
something
yes.
to consider there. Okay, let's get down to the floor. They're going to do the rock, paper, scissors here. It does appear to be an issue. Okay, now the rule on subs is very simple. We need to sub someone in, that you need to use somebody different every time. So for this match, you use one person, but for the next match, you got to use somebody else completely different. They're in the wayside. Okay.
That's rough.
All right, so why don't we do this? Forrest, why don't you just pick somebody from another team? Okay.
A little bit of brotherly love out there.
Yeah, it was got a little hostile there for a second. I
It
thought.
was,
Yeah.
but there's still love there. I can see it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Most of the time, it's a good thing.
Always.
Okay. So it looks like Mountains will start with the ball. Forest will start with skins. Everybody has taken their sides. That looks good. The room will slowly fill up with haze once again as we get started here on our next match. Forest 2 versus Mountains 2.
Nitro.
What's going to happen?
begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Down goes one. Throw and a miss. Still waiting to hear more. Down goes another. Down goes another. Looks like 2 left. Down goes another, 1 left. And a good dodge. Still no good. And that's going to do it. We'll stop the clock. Stop the clock at 1 minute, 13 seconds. Okay, we're going to reset the clock to 1:13. One minute, 13 seconds will be the time to beat. We've got the teams against the wall. We can kill the lights. Okay, and here we go.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off again. 1 minute, 13 seconds, the time to beat.
The question is, can they
Down
do
goes
it?
one. Down goes two.
There goes three. That's four. And there they all go.
Just like that. That's all there is to it, Dustin. That's all there is to it.
Okay, that was a pretty steady route there. So I believe that's House of Forests is the big winner there. Okay.
Having fun with that camera?
All right, so Forrest in a pretty nice situation there. As we move on to our next match here, that's going to be match number 4 here in the National Nitro League Summer Classic. This is going to pit Lakes 2 versus Rivers 2. Lakes 2 versus Rivers 2 out on the floor now, please. Where are they? Lakes 2 versus Rivers 2 out on the floor right now. Where's PK with him? Lakes 2 and Rivers 2. Okay, so they're coming in right now. They're just in the middle of doing some sign-ups for Olympic Day. Here they are, coming out onto the dance floor now. Going to need a rock, paper, scissors to figure out who starts with the ball. Okay, each team will pick a representative. Let's take a good look at that. Let me just make sure the actual title makes sense. There we go. Lakes 2 versus Rivers 2. We need a rock, paper, scissors on the floor, please.
Lakes have 1. Lakes have 2.
Lake sweeps it. Okay, looks like Lakes is going to start with the ball. Rivers is going to be skins and dodging first. We're going to reset the clock. It is reset. And we are set to go if they are. So here we go. Last of the teams to get out on the floor tonight. They should be well rested and ready to go and give us a good show.
Begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, down goes one.
I'm seeing a lot of passing, which is really nice.
Down goes 2. Down goes 3. Down goes 4. And we've got the last one doing a very good job dodging. That's number 5 right there. Let's take a look at the time. Going to be 50 seconds is the time to beat here.
Oh, wait, what? Oh. Huh.
Clock is reset. The teams are resetting themselves. Hey, guys, come out all the way, and please don't, go right through. So here we go. We got both teams there set against the wall, and we are getting ready to start.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And they're off.
We're already down to 40 seconds. They got to get some people knocked out here fast. Not a lot of time. 50 seconds was the time to beat. Now we're coming on 35. We got people moving with the ball. Down goes another. 17 seconds left. Down goes another. It looks like they got 3 left on the floor. And it's just not going to be enough time. I can't hear a word you're saying. No.
No.
It's double elimination. I'm kind of in the middle of something. Give me a moment here. Give me a minute, okay? All right, so let's take a look at that. And I'm sorry, the winner of that one was Lakes. Thank you. Oh. Well, that's a very definitive bracket.
Well, that's interesting.
Well, that is a very definitive bracket, Gabe, would you say?
Yeah, very.
It looks like we got Forest and Lakes all in the win column, Mountains and Rivers all in the loss column right now. Nobody's out yet because you got to lose twice in this tournament. We're going to take a quick break here on the National Nitro League Summer Classic. We're going to stop, pay the bills. We'll be back in a minute with more action. I'm Scott Goose Giesler.
And I'm Gabriel Rinaldi.
Stay with us.
Off that bench.
Katie.
That bench is stay over there.
Katie.
Over there.
Katie. 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 Katie.
Romance the rain.
And welcome back to the National Nitro League Summer Classic. I'm Scott Goose Giesler.
And I'm Gabriel Rinaldi.
And we're going to move right on to match number 5. That's going to be the loss bracket preliminary, rather. That is featuring Mountains 1 versus Rivers 1 out on the dance floor right now. One of these teams will be headed home, either Mountains 1 or Rivers 1, after a second loss in this bracket, but we'll see who it's going to be. We're looking for Mountains 1 out on the floor, please.
There he is.
Good handshake right there at the beginning. That goes 1 for Mountains. 2 for Mountains.
And the
Yeah, so Mountains has chosen to go with Skins, and they are going to defer possession of the ball.
interesting choice. Very interesting choice.
We should have 5 for that team. Okay, I think they got it worked out. We're going to reset the timer. And it looks like we're set. Here we go. One of these teams is going to be packing their bags after this match is over. Which one's it going to be?
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And they're off. Down goes 1. That's 2. Down goes 3. Down goes 4.
And there
Down goes 5. And that does it all in 34 seconds. A devastatingly efficient time. "34 seconds. Well, that may be the evening record. I'm not sure, Gabe.
I think it is. It's very close to it, at least.
Either way, a very respectable time, no doubt. But I think, yeah, I definitely think it is a record here for
I do
tonight.
too. I do
Yeah.
too.
Okay, so here we go. We're reset now. Hush falls over the crowd, and we are going to get the project started. Mountains, quite a little hole they're in. They need to do this in 33 seconds. Can they do it? Let's find out.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Trick is you got to pass. Oh, throwing it at their own teammate. That's not going to work. 20 seconds left. There goes 1. 13 seconds left. And that is that. Just no doubt there. Okay, so Mountains 1 will get eliminated.
And Rivers 1 will be moved into the preliminary round.
Rivers 1 keeps themselves alive for the next round. And we're going to keep things moving on here. Here with match number 6. We're going to do the win bracket quarterfinal 1, which is going to involve Forest 1 versus Lakes 1 out on the floor now. Forest 1 versus Lakes 1 out on the floor. Okay, so Forest 1 versus Lakes 1 out on the floor. Both teams have suffered no losses in this tournament, and we'll see what happens.
What's the record of the camp for the shortest period?
I want to say it's down around like 18, 15 seconds.
I was thinking it was a
Yeah,
senior.
it's pretty fast. The question from the crowd was, "What's the fastest record in camp history for Nitro?" And I think it was somewhere 12 to 15
18,
seconds.
15 area.
It was a
Yeah.
bizarrely fast
It was
game.
really fast. I think it was a bunch of seniors.
Yeah, I think that's true. Here we go. Okay, one of these teams has suffered. Both of these teams have suffered no losses. Which one's going down to the loss bracket?
4, 3, 2, 1.
And here we go.
We're going to find out. One, two. Three, four, that's it. That's number 5.
Number 5, yep.
39 seconds.
Still a really fast time. Not 34 or 18, but still a really fast time.
Yeah, really not a time I'd want to be facing up against, Gabe. That would be a rough place to be. So let's find out if the House of Lakes can get it done in 38 seconds. Okay, I think we're ready. House of Lakes now has got to come back like a house of fire, if you will.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. There's the horn. Down goes one. Down goes two. 22 seconds left. 16 seconds. 3, 4, 10 seconds left. And they keep it alive with one person left. They almost did it, but just didn't quite get there. Just didn't quite get there. Okay, we're going to reset the timer. Going to update the board. Okay, let's update that. Forrest keeps themselves clean. Lakes makes their way down to the W bracket, but they're not out yet. When we're going to move this puppy right on to the loss bracket quarterfinal 2, which is going to pit the other Rivers team against the other Mountains team right on the floor. Rivers 2 versus Mountains 2 out on the dance floor right now to see who is going to keep going. What's the question? Oh, no, he decided he wanted to opt out. Mountains 2 versus Rivers 2 out in the dance floor, please. Going to go ahead and clear out that graphic.
One for Rivers. 2 for Rivers.
impressive streak. Rivers is going to go. Oh, no, it was some confusion. They decided to go shirts. And Rivers is going to go shirts and is going to start with the ball. Okay. And off we go. One of these teams is going to head home after this. Which is it going to be? Is Mountains going to keep some stake in the game and some broad points? Or is Rivers going to shut them out? Let's find out.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. One down. There goes 2.
Up around 40 seconds now.
That's 3. Four down, 1 to go.
We're at the 1 minute mark. One minute, 9 seconds now. Coming up on 1 minute, 30 seconds now. They're just struggling out there. Rivers is struggling with this now. Just with that. There we go. My gosh. So, yeah, okay, hang on. So the clock had a little trouble there, but it stopped at 1:52. The game ended at 1:52. That's probably our high point for the evening. That's a lot of time to have to dodge there.
Let's see if they can do it.
Let's see. It's not impossible. Just got to move. Okay, I think we're set. And here we go.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom goes the dynamite, and we are off.
There's one. There's 2. Three down. One more.
And I think that's it. There's just no question mark there.
Just like that. That's all there is to it, Dustin. That's all there is to it. A winner. Just like that.
Okay, so that is the end of that one.
You can't use the ref as a bodyguard, John. He said that.
So Mountains 2 keeps themselves alive here.
What was the longest somebody
I'm in the middle of, seriously, I'm in the middle of something right now, so give me a
Sorry,
minute.
Lucas.
Okay, we're going on to match number 8, and that is going to feature the Win quarterfinal 2, and that is going to pit Forest 2 versus Lakes 2 out on the floor right now. Forest 2 versus Lakes 2 out on the floor. Forest now owns one of the remaining pieces of real estate on the Win bracket. Will they hold on to both? That could be a very pretty place to be, Gabe.
Yes, it would be. Yes, it would be indeed.
Is it time to start leaving the lights on?
Take one more round.
Okay, we're looking for a rock, paper, scissors here, I think. They're working out numbers. Chili Crane's been on the floor twice here in a row. I'm trying to work out what's going on. Dan McGee? Where are they?
Is it Colonel? Okay, all right, thank you.
Fine, thank you, very good. That's fine, don't worry about it. Okay, I think they got it worked out. Okay. All right, so Forest will start off with skins. Lakes will start off with possession of the ball. We're started here. We're getting ready, and we're going to start the timer, get everybody against the wall.
Yeah, Goose, definitely next round we'll do lights.
Yeah.
It's getting real dark.
Okay, here we go. This will be our last round in darkness here. We'll be switching the stadium lights on after this match.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And off we go on match number 8. Now goes 1. Now goes 2. Now goes 3. Long throws. Now goes 4. And that's 5. Like 59 seconds will be that time. It will be in a bit, but no. Okay, 59 seconds is on the clock. That's about a mid-range time there. Let's see what they do with it. Here we go. Forest 1 already has one position on the win bracket. Will they take the second? Let's find out.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's 1. There goes 2.
That's 3. 30 seconds.
There's 4. And that's 5.
That's 5. That's all of them.
Like that. That's all there is to it, Dustin. That's all there is to it.
Forrest does it, gets all 5 of them.
Just like that.
Okay, so that is quite a situation for the House of Forrest. I don't think I've ever seen this one before.
Both of them on the win bracket. That's impressive. Oh, oops.
Okay, we're going to move it right along now. We're going to take a little quick commercial break, pay the bills. We'll be back with the next round of Nitro action right after this. I'm Scott Kuskiesler.
And I'm Gabriel Rinaldi.
And stay with us.
That's all right, son. Get right back up. You're all right.
Oh, check out that Buick.
Wow, that's nice. But if that's a Buick, then my kid's Cam Newton.
Ready! Damn! Blue 42 center.
I'm open. No. Yeah.
Some people just can't believe the new Buick.
That's a good-looking Buick right there. That's a Buick, and I'm a supermodel.
Nice play, Billy.
Miranda Kerr?
And welcome back to the National Nitro League Summer Classic. I'm Scott Kuskiesler.
And I'm Gabe Rinaldi.
And we are going to keep things going now. We're going to the loss bracket quarterfinals. That's going to set, or rather semifinal really here. And that is going to pit Rivers 1 versus Mountains 2. So Rivers 1 versus Mountains 2 out on the dance floor now, ladies and gentlemen.
Like a starburst? Like a starburst? Yes.
If you're a House of Forest team, you're a pretty happy group right now. And Mountains and Rivers now are going to fight. Red 2 should be out on the floor.
Which Force team is going to get a sub, or is one going to come out?
What's that?
Which team on the Force is going to get a sub, or is one going to come out?
Or probably what they'll do is one will come out. They'll have to figure out how to get an even one way or another.
Yeah.
Okay, we need a representative for rock, paper, scissors out there from both teams so we can keep this moving. Somewhat of an occluded view there, but it looks like Rivers with 1. And Rivers wins it.
2.
Rivers starts with the ball. Going to be shirts. We're going to leave the lights on now just for safety's sake because it gets a little dark now. Wilverman, we're going to leave the lights on now because Wilverman, hey, can we leave the lights on? Because I think for safety's sake at this point that probably makes a lot of sense. So we'll keep the lights on for the remainder of the evening. And we're set. Here we go. Lights have a tendency to make these rounds go a little bit faster now, too. Rivers starts with the ball.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
One of these houses doesn't belong here. We're going to find out which one. Oh, we need another ball. Good, it's in. Passing the trick here. River seems to be struggling with this one. Can't seem to get anybody out. Good dodge by Mountains. We're heading on to a minute. We haven't heard a whistle yet. Now goes one. Two. Now goes three. We're heading up to a minute 30 now. Now goes another. We got one left. And that is it. 1 minute 37 seconds. Going to be a difficult time to beat. Okay, moving it right along. 1 minute 37 seconds. Mountains in a very comfortable position. They got to eliminate the Rivers in less than that. That's a pretty hefty time. Okay. If you're not playing, get off the floor, please. Thank you. Okay, here we go.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And they're off. Now goes one.
That's two.
We're just below a minute now.
Three down.
30 seconds left. $20. That's going to do it. Not enough time in the world there.
That's all there is to it, Dustin. That's all there is to it. A winner. Just like that.
So, okay, that puts Mountains that's going to keep Mountains alive, and it sends Rivers home for the evening, it looks like. Okay, moving directly on. We're going on to Lost Bracket quarterfinal 2. Now, this is an interesting situation, Gabe, because right now we got brother against brother. We got house against house. In this one, Lost Bracket quarterfinal 2, Lakes 1 versus Lakes 2 out on the dance floor now.
Yes.
Who's it going to be? Who stays alive? Who goes home?
Which brother?
It's like Civil War out there, I say. Civil War.
Brother versus brother.
And it won't be the last one tonight because Forrest has got to do this to themselves, too.
That is very true.
Yeah. So very exciting. Discussions on the dance floor out there. Let's see who's going to do rock, paper, scissors. Okay, now.
Is that Rivers? Which place is that?
Okay, for clarity, Mr. McGee, we're going to ask that can you please identify the skins team for us? Okay, Lakes 1 is skins. That means Lakes 2 shirts. Lakes 1 will start with possession of the ball, just so you can keep it straight at home. Here we go. Oh, no, we can keep the lights on. Lights stay on now. Thank you. This way people don't ram into walls. We like that. It's nice. No hospital visits. Yeah, it's good.
Cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper. Yes,
Nitro
cheaper even.
Begins in
Less
5,
paperwork.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Lakes 1 with the ball.
That's 1 down, 2 down. Three down.
No, he's staying in because it was a head hit. Now it's 3 down.
Now it's 3. 4. 1 left. Still in. It's a running game now. Still in. And there he goes.
Gets him there finally.
I really want to say down goes Frazier. So badly. So badly.
105 will be the time. Whoa, hey there.
Oh.
Okay, 105, the time to beat here. One of these Lakes team is going home. What's it going to be? Lakes 2 with the ball now. Got to do it in 1 minute and 4 seconds. Here we go.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lakes 2 with the ball. Oh. $50 seconds left.
1 down.
Lakes 2 with the ball. Got to pick up the tempo here.
Oh, yeah.
$20 seconds left.
That was a close one. There's 2.
Just not enough time.
Lakes
There's not enough
1.
love in the world.
Yeah. Lakes 1's moving on to the, I believe, final? No, semifinal for the lost bracket, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that means that Lakes 1 keeps themselves alive. Okay, and everybody's going to take a rest. And we got another Civil War happening right now down on the floor because Forest 1 versus Forest 2 is about to take place.
This will be a very interesting battle here. You can call it that.
So far, the Forest has had their way with the evening, if you will, and they now have to go out there, and it's a day of reckoning because they can't have two teams in there forever. So now we got to figure out which teams are which.
Okay, this game I'm saying it. This game. For clarifications,
Okay, so Forest 2 is Skins.
And Forest 1 has the ball.
Okay. Now that we have clarity, Forest 2 Skins. Forest 1 starts with possession of the ball and his shirts. Let's get this party started. Which one of these Forest teams is going down to the loss bracket? Let's find it out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, good dodge.
That's one.
That's two.
There's two.
Okay.
That's three. That's four. And down goes Frazier.
1:01 will be the time to beat.
You'll see in a second. You'll see in a second.
Take a look at the bracket. Look at the bracket.
Bracket's up there.
Well, Gabe, 1:01. I'm a little conflicted there. It seems like it's a pretty good time.
It is.
If I were the other team, I'd want to go ahead and work with that. Forest 1 is now going to dodge for 1 minute, 1 second. Let's see what Forest 2 can do with it.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Off they go. Basically 1 minute to deal with this. Now goes one. A little bit of 40 seconds left. Good dodge. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. Unbelievable. And just an absolute cascade there. Forest 2 gets it done. Now, Forest 1 took a little bit of a bruising, but they're not out of it yet.
They're still in the loss bracket, which is still in.
Correct. So this is still a good place for House of Forest to be. We're going to move right on now here to the next one, which is going to be a loss bracket final, if you will. Not quite a semifinal, if you will. And that's Mountains 2 versus Lakes 1 out on the floor right now. Mountains 2 versus Lakes 1.
Yeah, think about it, sorry. That's Force 2, right? Yeah. It's going to be Force 2.
Still a very comfortable place for Forest to be. I mean, nothing really changed. One of the Forest team had to go down there.
No, and one will get the edible trophy. Maybe, actually.
Yeah,
I shouldn't say definitely.
Now, at this point, Lakes and Mountains are going to face off against one another. Mountains 2 versus Lakes 1, and decide which one. Another house is about to get kicked out of the bracket.
Yeah. Who will it be? So it looks like Lakes has gone for skins and the ball.
Okay. Hang on. We are seeing herself up there. There we go. Okay, we got to reset the stopwatch, which is set. The teams are ready. So are we. Here we go.
Nitro begins in 5, 4.
So this is Mountains
3,
versus Lakes.
2, 1.
Trick is good passing. Mountains are shirts.
That's 1. 2. There goes 3. 4. Oh. Still in.
That's 5.
That's 5. They're
Yep.
all done.
Yep.
He didn't come out.
He didn't come out, yeah. 37 seconds would be the time to beat there. $37 on the countdown clock. And it is set. And so are we. 37 seconds. Not a lot of time for House of Mountains. Lakes just needs to dodge for that amount of time. Here we go.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom, off we go. "30 seconds. There goes 1. Just not enough time in the end there. This is all there is to it. Just not enough time. House of Lakes keeps themselves alive. Congratulations. So that means right here, we're going to move the House of Lakes up. Lakes 1. So now our next match here is Lakes 1 versus Forest 1 out on the floor. This will determine to see if we have a Forest versus Forest championship. This is Lake's last chance to get these points.
Lots of sportsmanship out there I can hear, which is always good.
Crowd's starting to get a little wound up. Yep.
And Lakes, sorry about that, has won the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and are going Skins with the ball.
Very nice.
This is the semifinal. Well, right, semifinal?
This is sort of the semifinal. This is the last match before the championship. This will determine who will go against Forest 2 in the championship. Let's take a look. Here we go. This is Lake's shot to get into the championship and keep two teams, two houses, if you will, on the board.
3, 2, 1.
Wow.
1.
That aim was impeccable.
2. 2 big misses. 3. It's ahead, so it's no good.
Yep. Still one more in.
It's like 51 seconds.
How many?
Well, let's see. Yeah, 51 seconds will be the time to beat there. Started off very fast and then things slowed down just a little. Now Forrest will take their shot at it. They got to do it in less than 51 seconds. Let's find out if they can. Forrest won with the ball. Lake's out there trying to keep it alive. They got to dodge for 51 seconds.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They're off.
Forty seconds.
One down.
Under 30 seconds left.
That's 2, 3, 4. Oh,
4. Is
5.
that it?
5. Sorry about that.
That's 5? Is that 5? Okay.
Wow, that was fast.
I guess there was. I somehow missed that. I didn't hear a whistle.
That's all there is to it.
Maybe he called himself
A
out.
winner. Just like that.
Okay, now, that's it. House of Force will lock up the points, but who's going to lock up the edible trophy? We're going to find out in just a moment when we come back from our commercial break. Here in the National Nitro League Summer Classic, it's going to be a Forest versus Forest championship. Stay with us. We've got a commercial. We've got to pay some bills. We'll be right back.
What's up? It is.
Good afternoon and welcome. What?
I said good afternoon and welcome. Can we release the masks? Just take them off. How can we be a secret... How can we be a secret society if we can't keep all of our secrets?
Do they know we faked the moon landing?
No, not yet.
Or that there are only 49 shades of gray?
They're suspicious, but that's not what I'm talking about.
What about Bigfoot?
Bigfoot's not real and everyone knows that.
Did they figure out we deflated the football?
No, we found a fall guy for that one.
Bigfoot's definitely real.
Nope.
We'll just have to agree to disagree.
What about Area 51? Do they know about that?
No.
How about Area 52 to 54?
No, stop saying areas. No areas plus a number.
Literally hundreds of photos of Bigfoot.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw him once. Wait,
See?
wait, Bigfoot? I'm getting it wrong. Paul Bunyan?
Point is, someone is leaking this stuff.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm not looking at you, Anne.
I've seen his footprint when I was
Scott! What they do know is that avocados from Mexico have good fat.
So they know they're healthy.
They know everything. Kyle, are you streaming this?
Is that not cool?
No, it's not cool. That's what secret means. It's a secret society.
Oh, wow. Secret. Yep. Hey, I got a like.
You got a like?
That was me.
I like you too.
At least they don't know about subliminal advertising.
That's not even a thing, right?
Eat them!
Avocados from Mexico.
And welcome back. It is time to get down to business with our championship. That's right. We are back in the championship round of Forest v. Forest right now on the dance floor.
Dance floor. I just noticed you were saying that.
Now, let's take a look at this for a second because this is important. Forest 2 continues to be undefeated, while Forest 1 has suffered one loss. So we know for a fact going into this, Forest 2 only needs to win once, while Forest 1 needs to win twice. Boy, that's confusing if you say that aloud.
It is. But one of them, like I said before, will come out with the edible trophy.
Yes, a very desirable place to be.
All right. I said giggity guy, giggity goo. Oh, this is going to get confusing.
All right. So Forest 1 will be Skins.
And who's taking the ball?
We don't know yet. Forest 2 will
Forest
start
2
with the
with
ball,
okay.
and Skins. They are the undefeated team. They need to win this thing once. Let's find out what they do with it here in the championship round.
Wait.
Forest 2 is Shirts, and they've got the ball. Correct. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Can Forest 2 lock it up right now and walk home with the edible trophy? Let's see how fast they blow through this.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And they're off. That's one. Not making the progress they did the last time. It's 2. Yeah, I'd say 3 because you got 2 left. 4. 5.
This next part of the round will really define who wins or doesn't.
Yeah, well, we got just a little bit left here. 52 seconds will be the time to beat. Okay. Countdown timer is set. Forest 1 with the ball. They got to do this before the buzzer or this tournament is over. Let's find out if they can. 52 seconds. Will they keep themselves alive and take us to sudden death, or is this going to be it? Let's find out.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's one.
Just below 40 seconds now.
Two. Oh, never mind, not 3.
20 seconds left.
That's 3. Four.
That is it.
Forest 2.
That's it. Forest 2 gets it done. They're the big winners tonight. They win the edible trophy, and they are the champions of tonight's Nitro Night. Forest 2. Unbelievable. Was able to run that time down and win the whole thing. Congratulations, Forest 2. Gabe's going to go ahead and present the trophy out on the floor. Can we get Forest 2 out on the floor right now? So we're going to ask Forest 1 to come down off the field. Forest 2 out on the floor. Gabe Rinaldi's going to bring the edible trophy out to you now.
Can I get a second, Counselor Turner? Can you help him out?
Okay, so Forest 2, congratulations. You guys are the big winners tonight of the National Nitro League Summer Classic, brought to you by Mellow Yellow and Kit Kat Candy Bars. A very, very incredible end to an incredible night. Forest going to be walking home with the points. Forest 2 walks home with the edible trophy. Congratulations. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Thank you very much. This is Scott Goose Kiesler. On behalf of Gabe Rinaldi, we're going to bid you a very good night. Thank you.
No, take it back. Get it done.